Hi everyone, my name is Annalicia Mendez and this is my signature assignment, my future goals as an educational studies major for my EDU 302 class. Hi, my name is Annalicia Mendez, like I just stated, and I'm a senior here at ASU majoring in educational studies. With this degree, there are many tracks I can choose from besides teaching. One of those tracks being organization within that becoming an organizational administration for a nonprofit organization. The reason I chose this educational track is because I feel like this is something in this field that will help me fulfill all goals I had and wanted to accomplish when choosing this major. Organizational leadership and administration involves having the right combination of skills and abilities that are used to make an organization more efficient and effective. Organizational leadership skills range from understanding data-driven decision-making to communicating well and setting proper expectations. Some duties would include nonprofit organizations such as helping children get an education, helping children fulfill their educational needs, and I would be able to apply these skills and all my strengths to this. This degree and this educational track for administration will allow me to also grow. When taking my EQ self-assessment test, I was surprised at certain results. I had believed that I was more self-aware and was able to be open and more honest, but some other questions I answered and my overall score made me realize that I am not. According to D'Souza, all of these make up emotional intelligence and that is needed in a career like organizational administration. I would be able to use my emotional intelligence as well as other strengths in order to problem solve and help provide creative and long-term solutions for children in need of education. The SWOT analysis allowed me that these will apply to nonprofit sector I would want to do. I would be able to apply this to this job or any job like working in a team and communication since they would always be there. All of these skills and strengths showing I would definitely be fit for something like an organizational administration. I have many leadership skills, and using my SWOT analysis, I was able to find out even more. D'Souza gives me many great tips and ideas how to be a better leader than before. As an organizational leader, my style of leadership would be transformational. As a nonprofit administrator, you will be challenged and have to think outside the box constantly. My leadership style will know that I am being challenged and then I will be able to challenge my team to help me figure out what I need to do. That would lead me to engaging with them in decision making. I have never been too good at it except at my job, and this is why I will excel in this. And this is one of my strengths because I am able to use my skills, teach my skills, and come together as a team. I will also use data-driven decisions from my team, their input and help to make those decisions. There will always be help and teamwork. This will lead to them getting learning experiences as well as myself. You truly never are done learning, and this will allow me to grow with them, whether it be on one-on-one experiences for them or myself. It allows us to make a difference. My next leadership skill I will use is using those experiences and getting feedback, which is assessment and evaluation. This will allow for constant improvement and engagement from my team, all leading back to feelings and empathy. In order to be in a role like this and use these leadership skills, we will need to feel and be people, especially working for a nonprofit as an administrator who makes the decisions. You will have to have those feelings, be optimistic, and change. When wanting to become a nonprofit organizational leader, I would have lots of motivation and help to get where I want to be. Being that I do have strengths, I would be able to use what I already have and know and apply it to this career path. Working on my strengths and doing a job I love would help me with my self-esteem. As an administrator and leader, I would have to stay motivated and work and be my best self for those around me. This would also help them be their best selves. From there, when I am where I want to be with my self-esteem, working on plans and deciding how I'm going to get this career and make it mine. I'm going to develop ways to do that and change. I am going to try and make all adjustments needed and then some in order to reach this goal. Then I can start creating more goals or when I am finally where I want to be. Nonprofit organization and administrators are always looking for people to help change. I would be helping kids get an education and there would be so many goals and planning that goes into that. But once settled within myself, I would be able to use my own strength and be able to use these opportunities for future things. The growth after applying all of the above will allow me to have met my goal and continue it. Beth Meyer, Leaders in Nonprofit Administration That Inspire Me. Beth Myers works for Leaders for Change, an organization that helps people through leadership training programs and collaborate with diverse individuals to create a pipeline of civic leaders to help reshape Arizona for the betterment of its people. She has been there over 10 years and ensures that all the people living in our country have equal access to opportunities that enable them to advance economically, academically, and socially, and to provide leaders and emerging leaders with necessary and effective tools, resources, and networks to advance social justice and progressive values in communities. Diane Haller is the next one I chose, and she is a nonprofit organizational leader who allows creativity and ideas to come to life in central and downtown Phoenix. She has been chair for over 3 years and has allowed Phoenix to grow in many ways. With her ways in the community, she allows the city to grow through art, history, community, housing, and people. There is so much diversity, and Diane Haller allows so many different people of all types of backgrounds to be comfortable here. My last one is Heidi Kuplin, and she works for Fresh Starts Women's Foundation. Being there over 20 years, she has been an advocate for women in all that they are. She makes sure women in the community are taken care of and get the care and support they need from the community, no matter their background. Their services help from taking small steps towards a new career to making big life changes. The reason I chose these 3 women is because they all work for a nonprofit, have accomplished many goals, and it's also Women's History Month, and I have tried to tie that here. Implementing empathy and advocacy into my track. I have many leadership skills, and using my SWOT analysis, I was able to find out even more. D'Souza gives me many great tips and ideas how to be a better leader than before. As an organizational leader, my style of leadership would be transformational. As a nonprofit administrator, you will be challenged and have to think outside the box constantly. My leadership style will know that I am being challenged, and then I will be able to challenge my team to help me figure out what we should do. That will lead to me engaging with them and decision making. I have never been too good at it except at my job. And this is why I will excel, and this is one of my strengths, because I am able to use my skills, teach my skills, and come together as a team. I will also use data-driven decisions from my team and their input to help make these decisions. There will always be help in teamwork. From D'Souza's book, tip number 3 was using non-defensive listening and speaking. When demonstrating empathy for my nonprofit, my team, and those around me, I would do better on listening. As an administrator, I will have to do everything in my power to help these people, and I definitely do not want to be one of the people that have given up on them. They come to nonprofits and looking for help and problem solving, but I have learned that problem solving, I definitely need to work on that. I have learned that problem solving is what I love, and this is why the track is perfect for me. D'Souza explains to ask questions, clarify, and make sure we are demonstrating listening and understanding skills in order to make sure someone is heard. From that, the way I will make sure I'm practicing this is make sure my team, my clients, and my customers are heard. Using this empathy will allow me to build relationships with everyone around me. Since my empathy will go unnoticed, that means my team and those around me will practice it. It will allow my team, funds, resource, network, nonprofit, and myself to grow. Lastly, my noble goals are advocating for those to constantly grow and become leaders, lifelong learning, and advocating for youth. My noble goals are infinite, but these are super important to me. As an organizational leader, I will be able to have goals met and even more accomplished than before. Especially as a nonprofit organization, I will be able to get like-minded people to help with the same goal. Advocating for those to grow and be leaders would be amazing. I would have like-minded, motivated people in order to help learn, constantly learning, and fighting for the youth for a better future. The people on my team think the same, agree with the same goal, and are going to be on the same team. As an organizational administrator, I will be able to accomplish more goals than I ever could before. This still allows me to make the change I wanted to with my educational studies degree. And these are my resources. Thank you.